Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. It's Sparrow's O'Clock, Sparrow's Fart. Getting up at Sparrow's Fart to speak to you here on YouTube this morning because I'm off to London town. And then I've got to whiz back to the studios to put the final touches to a programme you'll be seeing on Sunday. It's called Face to Face with Alex Belfield, you know, the Ginger Peril. Yes, he'll be speaking to one of my great mates, Jess Conrad. And if you don't know who Jess Conrad is, you'll certainly know this guy.
Oh, yes, it is. If this doesn't turn you on, you're already dead. Good morning, my loyal citizens.
Good morning, Your Royal Highness.
This is my newly appointed consul, Dandini.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Dandini. You know I love every living doll in this rather vile village, except for those two ugly cows who live with Baron Hardon. Have you ever set eyes on his two dog-faced daughters?
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. They've got faces like the back of a horse.
And they're twice as shitty.
Charming.
Sire, come quick.
Does he?
Certainly not.
Yeah, those were the days. Cinderella. He was just fantastic. A big, big star all his life. And then I dragged him into the gutter to record Cinderella, of which he was absolutely brilliant. Well, let's moving on to the news this week. This is what this programme is all about here on Ustream and YouTube. We're soon to be seeing more police on the streets, it says here, which is either good news or bad news. It's not good news if you're trying to drive home while you've had a couple, and I wouldn't recommend that to anyone. Where's my glasses now? I've got all the wrong glasses on. Here we go. So let's see why there's going to be more police. We'll be seeing more police because the bill returns. Well, do you remember the bill? There was In with the Big Nose one there. There was a few others. Yeah, they're all a million years of age now, or sadly passed on. Now, can you imagine what the bill is going to be like? What the casting of the bill is going to be like? I wonder if there'll be any of those old white coppers in it. There won't be. Let's hope it's all totally woke and wonderful, and you know, we have sort of one-legged people and different colours and all from around the world, and aliens as well. And let's have a mixture of people to represent what our country is like, what London is like. So let's just talk about wokeness for a minute. And it seems that a certain policeman likes gay helmets. And here's a picture of his gay helmet. I've gone beyond reading it now, that this woke policeman, okay, is that wearing a gay helmet to support Pride or whatever. Well, that's lovely. And he wear a black helmet to support BLM, and a helmet with a bit missing of it to support other people, or just no helmet at all. Sometimes he's fed up with his helmet. Okay, what's happening with the police? Have you've been burgled, or have you had anything that you need to phone the police about? Do you know there was a guy was on the road the other day, and a guy, you know, one of them boy racers in a little red car with a baked bean exhausting. You can hear it from 1,000 miles, like a doodle bug coming your way, or a Scud missile. Right, he pulled in front of me, nearly cut me up, or nearly smashed into me. And he gave me the finger. And then he shot off down the motorway like that, over 120 miles an hour. I know, because I was doing 110 myself. No, silly. He was going for it. And where was the police? Could I phone them up and say there's a nutcase on the road? They say, excuse me, sir, are you using your phone in the car? You're going to be nicked. That's what happened. I got chased round Yarmouth once by a thug, and I phoned the police. And they met me outside the hotel where I'd given him the push off, you know, I lost him. And they said, they took all the details. I said, that your car? I said, yeah. He said, you've got no tax on that car. And I got nicked for no tax. That is the police today. And well, I'm just looking at a policewoman here in the papers that says, here she is, let's have a look at her. A police officer who told Priti Patel, I don't know if she's doing a good job, is she pretty? Here's her hands being tied. I know her. She's a little firebrand, but you've got to stop worrying about what people think of you and get out there and bang people up and sort out them illegal immigrants, for God's sake. We're short of police. Why we should have illegal immigrant police. That'll do. They know all about the law because they break it. Here we go. 40,000 a year. She wouldn't be surprised if hard-up colleagues took backhanders to put food on the table. Right? This is a woman that still managed a getaway holiday in Portugal. She says She's on 40,000 a year, and her 2,300 a month take-home pay does not stretch far enough after paying the mortgage, car insurance, food shopping, petrol, and child's school bus fare. Detective Constable Knight, female Detective Constable Knight. I don't suppose you can say that now. She said it at police. So 2,300. So what's her husband bring in? Or maybe she doesn't have a husband. Well, if she doesn't have a husband, maybe if he's buggered off, then she's got a bit of maintenance. Surely, what's going on? She's just gobbing off, isn't she? What is it with the police? It is quite amazing, isn't it? Well, you know, we'll all be safe in our beds now because the Bill's back on television, and maybe the old Bill will start some form of a recruitment drive. Be great for us all, wouldn't it, eh? Okay, so don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, if you see a policeman walking along with a gay helmet, run.
There aren't many legends left. There aren't many stars who have been on stage for 7 decades, but you're one of them.
Well, thank you very much for pointing that out. Diddly-dum, scumpsy, whatever happened. When I walk in a room, I always say to them, "Hi fellas, the poser's here."
With stories of bottoms in the wall and selling top records around the world and being one of the most famous, charismatic and beautifully delicious of all actors in history.
I think it's my mother saying, "You're going to break hearts." It was almost in my DNA to break hearts, I think.
Cinderella, we must bring it back.
How can you bring it back? What am I going to be, an old Prince Charming?
You're still a Prince Charming. That's the whole point. You're still a...
Women do still fall for it. That's mainly because they're too old to stand up.